This is Martin Smith for the bass sessions in Stourbridge with the Black Country bass sessions this time around. I'm talking to the Empty Can about their Black Country anthem, I Vow to Thee Black Country.
Hi, we're the Empty Can. I'm James.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Steve.
Hi guys, thanks for joining us on the bass sessions today. You're the Empty Can and you're the band who have produced the official Black Country anthem, I Vow to Thee Black Country. And it's big stuff because it's about to be released as a single. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's coming out on the 27th of May and the hope is that we can get it into the charts to try and publicise the festival itself as a bit of a celebration and also to raise money for Compton Hospice in memory of Steve Evans. The song's a reworking of an old hymn called I Vow to Thee My Country and we've done a version of it and put a Black Country spin on it in order to help celebrate the festival.
The festival's become quite a big movement throughout the borough and a little of Dudley and beyond, of course. Now I think further around the region, people are starting to get involved with the festival. What does it mean to you guys to be right at the heart of the celebrations, having recorded and produced the album anthem, I should say?
It's well, I mean. For my part, it's been a bit overwhelming initially, you know, because obviously with the way the festival's taken off and with the way it's caught the attention of the people and indeed the press, we were approached to, you know, see if it was possible to use the song. We were first of all hugely flattered to be associated with it, you know, more than pleased to come on board, and it's just been a great experience. We've been able to meet some great people along the way, haven't we? And guys such as yourself, and get in front of a bigger audience for ourselves as the Empty Can. But also, hopefully, you know, raise a lot of money for a good cause in the process.
Yeah, and the Empty Can's been around for a while as a band in its own right, hasn't it? And tell us a little bit about how your background and how you came to achieve quite a phenomenal success on YouTube, I think, with this song, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, Steve and I have been playing music since way back in the 90s together, mate, haven't we?
We have, mate.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And we started making music again together back in 2010, so this will be our fourth year. Rachel came on board then as soon as we started jamming together on a couple of acoustics. And then last year we were asked to put, you know, there's a website called The Only Way is Dudley, and a guy called Steve who suggested that we have a go at this hymn. And so we put it out on YouTube, and between YouTube and Facebook, and it achieved 250,000 clicks in something like 8 to 10 days, which was, we realised that was very powerful at the time. And then, so obviously when we were asked if they could use it as the single for this, we thought, well, let's give it a whirl, you know.
And since then it's taken off. You've been performing all around the borough at various events. I know I watched you guys play at the opening of the new archives in Dudley with Lenny Henry. How was that?
Yeah, we did a bit with Lenny. It was great to meet him. Again, a little bit daunting, a little bit surreal, because I mean, I grew up watching the Lenny Henry show as we all did from this area, but we're playing away, weren't we? And we look up and Lenny's filming on his iPhone, which is, it threw me a bit, I've got to admit. I'm not sure who dropped the chord. Was it me or?
I don't know, mate.
No, mate.
I was watching. I don't think anybody noticed if there was anything like that.
It was just a great experience, and this is you know, while we're so pleased to be involved in the whole thing, it's because people are talking about the Black Country again in such a positive light, and it's about time. You know, there was a resurgence of pride in our area and the musicality and you know, the arts and the people. Definitely,
and the Black Country certainly has a massive heritage in terms of music, and are you guys hoping that if the single can chart, I know that's what you're hoping it'll do, that it'll, you know, put the Black Country music back on the map again?
It would be wonderful, wouldn't it? I mean, we were talking earlier about the great bands that have come from this area that often don't get a mention on the compilation and clip shows, and there have been many. But I mean, if we can get if we can get a single into the charts and raise a bit of money for Compton Hospice, and you know, in memory of Steve Evans, which I must mention, but it would just be great. It wouldn't be bad for us, I've got to admit. It would be okay with an album coming later in the year. But we got high hopes and good expectations for it, really.
Absolutely, and you're going to be playing the song for us in a minute or two. But it is based on an old traditional hymn, isn't it? How difficult is it to adapt a song like that to something like this? Was it a difficult process, creative?
It was a tough write. It took us a while. I mean, you know, the request came in, or the suggestion came in that we do it in the summer, and then I wanted to think about it very carefully because I didn't want it to be political. I wanted it to be celebratory, basically, of everything that's good about the Black Country, and not dwelling on anything negative at all. So I think you've got to be quite delicate when you write or rewriting a song or adapting a song that is important to people, obviously, as this hymn is. So it was probably one of the toughest lyrically things that I approached last year, but I hope I got it right.
And important, I guess, in a sense, because I know you guys are all very much from the Black Country yourselves. There's no question that this is from the heart, isn't it?
Well, that's the other thing, because I mean, we're out on the circuit every weekend. You know, I mean, if you check our Facebook page, you'll see that we're out 3 nights a week. So you don't really want to be doing something that's not going to get the approval of the people of the Black Country, because we're nose to nose with them on a Friday and Saturday night. You know, and we've been playing the song to them, but the response we've had from the public, Martin, as well, has just been fantastic. They're requesting the song at gigs now, and you know, when we mention it, it's getting a big round of applause before we've even played the note, which is nice for us. As you can imagine.
Of course, absolutely. And the Black Country Day, the National Black Country Day is July the 14th, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the big day before then is the single release. Tell us a little bit about that, when it is, and again, how people can get their hands on a copy.
The single's coming out on the 27th, Tuesday the 27th of May, which we wanted to put it out a little bit before the festival itself, which is going on throughout July, but the day itself is on the 14th. You can get it across all formats, so it's just 99p. All of the profits are going towards Compton Hospice. We've been over there and met with the guys there, and so pleased to be working with them on this. So just get on your Amazon, get on your Spotify, get on your Google Play, and just iTunes as well. Get on all of those sites, whichever you use on your Android or your iPhone or your tablet, and just download it. It's 99p. It's a win-win. You know, it gets the Black Country name into the charts, and it raises a lot of money for a good cause.
Great stuff. And you guys, Empty Can, have got an album coming out later in the year as well.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that.
Sonic Boom in August.
And humanity